welcome to another Fiddlehead Fiddle lesson. Today we're going to play around with the tune Perpetual Motion. If you don't already know this tune, then watch the video I already have posted on the Fiddlehead channel. Teach it to you in a step-by-step manner. Today we're going to focus on some practice ideas and some variations that will be extremely fun. Okay? So, anyway, we're going to start with the tune, and one thing you can do as a practice idea is to work for speed and work both to get fast and, believe it or not, slow. So, and what I recommend using is a metronome. You get this, they make them for iPhones, or you can get it on your computer. Make sure it's nice and loud. You may even want to use an earpiece. So I have it set to 80 now. I'm going to play the basic version, maybe the first phrase from the basic version. Let's pause there. If that was too fast for you, then maybe slow it down. That was 80 beats per minute, or BPM. Let's see, let's slow it down to 66. You want to find like a good bass tempo. Let's say that that's your bass tempo. That sounds good. Then what you'll want to do is push yourself every day. Maybe see how fast you can go without falling apart. Mark down that tempo. Say you make it to 75 today, and then the next day try to work back up to that, and then push it a little bit higher. Push it just a notch higher, and you'll before you know it, be playing it fairly quickly. Just always kind of stay close to your edge. You can also push this slow, so take it much slower, which is harder than you think. It may even be faster. I mean, harder than doing it faster. So doing it slow will really make you on top. You'll really be on top of the tune if you can play it that slowly. You'll be able to play it a lot faster too if you can play it really slow. It's kind of counterintuitive. Alright, so that's a practice idea for getting just better at the basic tune. Now we're going to introduce some kind of cool variations. The first you can do with it is to double each note. So it would be... I'm only going to really work with the first quarter of the tune now, because everything that we're going to talk about will apply to the rest of it. The next thing you can do is to add a different rhythm. We'll add Hoedown. So Hoedown would be... Basically, Hoedown's kind of like doing every other note a double note. So you do like a long, short, short, long, short, short, long. Always long, short, short, long, short, short, long. Okay, so that's Hoedown. Alright. Next variation. Let's try the swing variation. So the straight, kind of going back to the basic version, is like that. If we swing it, we kind of extend the first note and shorten the second note, and then continue that pattern throughout the tune. So it'll be like... and so on. By the way, if you want to practice these ideas, I have a play-along track that you can play along the variations with, and they'll work even with the original going under what you're doing. Okay, so that was the swing version. Now we're going to do something a little tricky. We're going to add a slur 2 to the swing. So basically, we're going to go. That doesn't really work. Moon. Okay. All right. Next, we're gonna do it in a different key. We're gonna start it on the G string instead of on the D string. And so on, and then everything we talked about will apply there. You can do your other variations. You can do the swing. Hoedown. Alright, and you can start it on the A string too. Alright, the last practice idea and variation I'll give to you is something for probably more advanced students, but you can maybe remember this and come back to the tune. Reinvent the tune. Like, it's good to constantly come back to your old tunes and try to do something new. And so one thing you can do once you got able to do double stops, so if you can already do double stops, if you can't, I recommend waiting and watching. I have other videos up for double stops. And you also, to do this variation, will need to know the D double stop scale, which is like a D scale, but you're droning D and A together. Always playing D and A string. That's what I call the D double stop scale. You'll basically just do that over the tune. Again, if you haven't done it at all, it's kind of challenging, and it's worth taking the time to focus on just that and just double stops before trying this. But anyway, here it is. So perpetual motion with the double stop scale will sound like. And so on. And then, of course, we're fiddling here. You're kind of mixing and matching ideas. You can do that with Hoedown. Maybe throw some slides in there. Whatever you like, you can think of a lot more ideas. This is just to get you started enjoying the tune. Okay, thanks for watching, and hope that was helpful. Let me know if I can improve anything or if you have any questions. Okay, and remember to subscribe below that button down there. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Thanks for watching the video.
Excellent!